Hey guys, it's Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and well, I have been holding this off since the end of August, but here it is. To celebrate the recent release of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I will be playing Pokemon Emerald version. Well, nothing else to say but to actually start this up. Now, before we continue on, I want to go into the menu real quick. Battle scene that's just showing off the background. Now I never explained battle style in any of my previous Let's Plays. Shift simply means that you can change out your Pokemon at any time, while set means that you can only switch out your Pokemon if you defeated the opponent or if you ended up having your own Pokemon faint. I'm gonna keep the sound to mono just because that's how my recording software works best. Frames, you can just change the border around the text just like in Earthbound. I'm gonna stick with number 2 because that's actually classic. But let's start up a new game. Hi, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch, but everyone calls me Pokemon Professor. This is what we call a Pokemon. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. We humans live alongside Pokemon, at times as friendly playmates, and at times as cooperative workmates. And sometimes we band together and work others and battle others like us. But despite our closeness, we don't know everything about Pokemon. In fact, there are many secrets surrounding Pokemon. To unravel Pokemon mysteries, I've been undertaking research. That's what I do. And you are? Are you a boy or are you a girl? The answer is, I'm a yes. Alright, what is your name? Now, of course, my name is Robert, but I'm actually going to go by the actual canon name, which is Brendan. Okay, Brendan it is. And it just barely fit into the word character. So, it is Brendan? Ah, okay. You're Brendan, who's moving to my hometown of Littleroot. Why would I move to a small town when I'm busy taking classes in college? In fact, I'm talking to you right in my college dorm. I get it now. Well, now you understand I can't go on to a Pokemon journey because I'm busy learning computer technologies and trying to catch up in my politics. Alright, are you ready to start on my politics homework? Your very own adventure is about to unfold. No. I didn't say that I would go on an adventure. Unless you're somehow mean my classes as an adventure, in which case, yeah, I guess you can call college an adventure, but take courage and leap into the world of Pokemon, where dreams, adventure, and friendships await. I can experience all that just on campus. Well, I'll be expecting you later. Come see me in my Pokemon lab. But I don't want to go to your lab. I don't want to shrink. The box is printed with the Pokemon logo. It's a Pokemon brand moving and delivery service. I'm being delivered! I'm going out into the world! My mother was a moving van! Oh, never mind.
Brendan,
Where, honey? Wait a minute, you put me in the back of a moving van? Instead of the front, well, to be honest, every time that I move, my parents would put me in the back of the van just so when I make sure that nothing is fall, but it's not child abuse. I actually volunteer because it's actually fun riding in the back. It must be tiring riding with our things in the moving truck. Well, this is Little Root Town. How do you like it? This is our new home. It has a quaint feel, but it seems to be an easy place to live, don't you think? Well, easy is while you make it. And you got your own room, Brandon. Let's go inside. My own room? What, I don't get to sleep with my mom like in all the previous Pokemon games? That came out more disgusting than I intended it to be. See, Brandon? Isn't it nice here too? The movers Pokemon do all the work of moving us in and cleaning up after. This is so convenient. Brendan, your room is upstairs. Go check it out, dear. Dad brought you a new clock to mark our move here. Don't forget to set it. And you actually see a lot more of these Pokemon here. They're actually called Vigoroth. They're actually were Machokes in the original Ruby and Sapphire, but anyways, let's go upstairs and wait a minute, Mom, there's only one bedroom. Am I making my mom sleep on the couch? Mom, like this program, better get going. It's a Nintendo GameCube. A Game Boy Advance is connected to serve as the controller. You know, there is a port like that I always wanted to have. I actually learned from that by looking through the instruction booklet for Superstar Sega. And this is just explaining how to save the game. And item storage, mailbox. Mailbox, basically you can just connect to certain people using the Game Boy Advance link, and you can write in email items and you kind of trade it back and forth. Kind of like texting, except through video games. And decoration, well, we'll get into that much later in the game. In the meantime, let's actually set the clock. And what's the time? Well, I'm actually recording this at night. So let's go ahead and speed it up. Speed it up, I mean just turn the clock. It's actually just about 10 o'clock on the dot. Well, actually it's is 9:58, but close enough. Is this the correct time? Yes. Oh, and for those playing on emulator, the clock does work if you set your emulator to use real time. But anyways, Brendan, how do you like your new room? Good, everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything downstairs too. Pokemon movers are so convenient. I bet they don't cost much either. Oh, you should make sure that everything's all there on your desk. Looking at my real life desk, I ain't got papers everywhere. My spare headphones, iPod, I got soda. These are not at my parents' place where I easily get dehydrated. By the way, for anyone, I actually did find out what the case was. Apparently my bedroom and my parents' bedroom use the same thermostat, and since my dad thinks he's freaking Cerno the Ice Fairy, he of course wants it cold, so he drops all the heat in my room, and just to keep it cool in his room, trick the thermostat and all. But the problem is that it eliminated the moisture. Thank goodness I don't live with my parents anymore. Oh, Brendan, quick, come quickly. And there seems to be sound glitching up. Look, it's Pearl Jim. Maybe Dad will be on. Actually, hold on one second. Maybe I can do something to fix that. Okay, what I did, let's see if this works. Looks, it's pulled your gym. Maybe Dad will be on. We brought this from the report from the Pillsburg gym. Oh, it's over? I think Dad was on, but we missed him. Too bad. Oh, it didn't fix the sound error. I don't know. Hopefully it won't be too much of a big deal. Oh yes, one of Dad's friends live in town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door. You should go over and introduce yourself. Alright, I promptly will. This is actually the professor's house right here. Even though that his laboratory is down here, but he won't be found in there. And the little girl stops us. If you go outside and go in the grass, wild Pokemon will jump out. What if I just avoid the grass? It's dangerous if you don't have your own Pokemon. Why don't I just avoid the grass? Anyways, let's meet the neighbors. Oh, hello. And how are you? Oh, and you are? Oh, you're Brendan? Our new next door neighbor. Hi. We have a daughter about the same age as you. Our daughter was excited about making a new friend. Our daughter is upstairs, I think. Dude, we're the new neighbor at a boy, and you're letting us into your daughter's room. And your daughter's not even here. Oh, yeah, has the same stuff I have, including a Nintendo GameCube and an item. Huh? Who are you? So you're Brendan. So your move was today. I'm May. Glad to meet you. I have this dream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. I heard about you, Brendan, from my dad, Professor Birch. I was hoping that you would be nice, Brendan, and that we could be friends. Oh, this is silly, isn't it? I've just met you, Brendan. Oh no, I forgot. I was supposed to help Dad catch some wild Pokemon. Brendan, I'll catch you later. It's May's Pokeball. May has a ball. Okay. Well, if you actually go down here, a scientist will actually, in his lab, will tell you that he's doing field work. So, actually, let's go ahead and try to find him. Oh, you're gonna stop me again, aren't you? Hi. There are scary Pokemon outside. I can hear their cries. I want to see what's going on, but I don't have any Pokemon. Can you say what's happening for me? I mean, I see that you don't have Pokemon either, but hey, it's better if you die rather than me, right? Help me! Oh jeez, what did you do to take off that Zigzagoon? Hello there! Please, help! In my bag, there is a Pokeball! Where are you doing? Don't leave me like this! Why? I wanna leave. Fine. Professor Birch is in trouble. Relays a Pokemon to rescue him. Well, this is something new. Instead of the professor directly giving you the Pokemon, well, we get to actually choose it for a legit reason. Well, I'll describe each and every Pokemon. Here is Trico. Trico is a grass-based Pokemon that pretty much remains just pure grass type throughout all three of its evolutions. It's very strong against the first gym, but there are you'll encounter a lot of enemies that will be strong against grass type. So, starts off easy at first, but actually becomes very, very difficult to use. It does have massive speed in its final evolution, but I don't think it's really worth it. Next up, we have Torchic. Torchic is a fire type Pokemon, and it actually gains the fighting type when it evolves. It is actually very strong against many types throughout the game. However, it makes the first few gyms quite difficult. So it's actually good for people who like to start off with a challenge but see the game get easier and easier as it go on. However, but I just want to say, for people who are using playing through Pokemon Ruby, I actually highly recommend Trico because he's actually very somewhat decent. Even though that you'll encounter some difficulty, by that point you've probably captured plenty of Pokemon. Torchic, yeah, Torchic is going to be very difficult to use, but it does, like I said, it does get powerful enough, although it's still gonna have its type advantage. What I'm actually going for is Mudkip, because yes, I like Mudkip. I swear, though, that meme. I actually have a soft spot of Mudkip. I'll probably get into that later, but it's actually just kind of decent all throughout the game, where Trico starts off easy but then gets more and more difficult to use, while Torchic starts off difficult to use but gets easier later on. Mudkip is kind of like meets in the middle. It is a water-based Pokemon that gains the ground type through evolution, which I think that water and ground is a great combo in this game. Well, it's not effective against most things, but when it comes to this game, Mudkip is actually a very good choice in Emerald, especially in Emerald, actually. And it has decent stats. It's actually very good against the first gym leader, and it's actually quite distant against the other ones. And if you manage to evolve it to a ground type, oh man, the third gym is gonna be easy. But I'm choosing Mudkip. And here it is, the first enemy Pokemon in the game, Zigzagoon. I'll get into Zigzagoon's bio when we can actually capture it, but at this point, is pretty much just your basic thing. Like usual, Tackle is your basic attack, Growl 2 lowers the Zigzagoon's attack power, but basically we're just going to spam Tackle, which, well, now it's going to be weakened because of it using Growl, but we have taken out quite a bit of its HP. By now it's probably gonna go down in 1 or 2 turns now. Okay, make that 2. And there we go. Yeah, you got to see how effective Growl can be, but if you just keep spamming it, well, your enemy's gonna destroy you. No, anyways, collect that experience. Whew. I was in the tall grass studying wild Pokemon when I was jumped. You saved me. You saved me. Thanks a lot. Oh? Hi, you're Brandon? This is not the place to chat, so come to my Pokeball lab later, okay? I accidentally called it Pokélab instead of Pokemon Lab. Oh well, same thing. So, you're Brendan. I've heard so much about you from your father. So, we actually have a father in this Pokemon game. I've only heard that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. But, the way you battled earlier, you pulled it off with a plumb. I have never heard that word before. Well, I must have, because I played this game before, but anyways, I guess you have your father's blood in your veins after all. Oh yes, thanks for rescuing me. Misread that sentence. As thanks for rescuing me, I'd like you to have the Pokemon you used earlier. Yay, we received the Mudkip. I said that I don't like that meme, so why am I referencing it? And give a nickname to Mudkip. Well, let's permanently get rid of that name by giving it a nickname that I have thought of for quite a while. It is going to be Doro. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Doro actually means mud in Japanese. So, yeah, Japanese mud. If you work at Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make extremely good trainer. My kid May is also studying Pokemon while helping me out. Brendan, don't you think it would be a good idea to say May? No. Oh, don't be that way. You should meet my kid. No. I'm shy against girls. Fine. Great. May should be happy too. Get May and to teach you what it means to be a trainer. Please, I've been a trainer so many times in so many other regions. But anyways, let's go ahead and see May, assuming that she's upstairs, and she is not. She ran out. Well, it's about 22 minutes in, and, well, we're gonna have to move up to the next route later on in the next part. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, we're going to travel up to Route 101 and see what's coming for us. I will see you guys then.